Hello, this is Eric of Spark E Studio, and welcome to my review of these LTC power supply extension cables. These cables were sent for review, no money was exchanged, and if they would have sent this 2 months earlier, I would have been able to use these because I actually needed some of those. I'm going to be putting these cables into my new case build because we can see this is kind of orange, and the cables here that I chose color-wise have orange in it. These cables here are listed as having 16 gauge wire and has a PET material sleeve. This information is also included on the back of the packaging. Now this also comes in white as well as all black. These LTC power supply extension kits come in several different flavors, several different GPU options, 12 volt high power or 12 plus 4 pin, 12 plus 4 pin to 3 8-pin power connections. My usable length actually measured, which is eliminating this tip end, 320 millimeters. All my other cables are measured usable length of 280 millimeters. The cables in this package include a 24-pin motherboard cable. The included 12 plus 4 graphics card adapter is angled on the one side with straight to the power supply cable. 2 8x8 connectors. Now these can be separated to 4-pin, and this is for the CPU, as well as several organizing clips to keep our wires tidy. And here's an example of that connected versus loose wire. Here we have the CPU power supply side, and here's the cable. We're going to take the notch on our cable extension and we're going to slide it through. Doesn't fit through the other side, give it a nice push, and it's nice and snug and tight. This particular power supply has 2 clips, which happens to catch with both of them. It's not separating, so that's definitely a good sign. Now to test the NVIDIA cable that came with my GPU to see how that works in here, and it's not at all coming apart. That's a great sign because these cables have been, at least historically, a lot more fussy. So you want a good connection. Here we have the motherboard power supply cable, and here's our extension cable. Let's see how that fits. It slides in nicely, clips in with a nice snap, not coming apart. That's good. A little bit of play, but this will be fine.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
The Lee 24-pin cable has a lot less movement, and it seems a lot better tolerance. With this particular case, all my cables are long enough, but this will give me a good contrast for cable size and thickness. Yeah, it looks about the same. The only reason I'm looking at this is because these other cables seem to have some thicker PET sleeving over top versus, the 12 volt high power cable. 4-pin sensing on top, 4-pin sensing on the GPU. All the way. Power on, and what you know, uneventful. Everything works just as expected. Our cables are proper temperatures. Nothing seems out of the ordinary, so that is good. Do you see the tab for removing this? Yeah, it's in here. The cable, the GPU cable and the clip is not the fault of this cable. It's just the design of these 12 volt high power cables. Your GPU has it facing down, it's facing down here underneath. The easy way to remove from the GPU is get a flathead screwdriver and push that tab up and just pull out. And the durability is actually there. These are not falling out. These are staying in place, and that's a good thing. These will stop you from being able to put it through tight places, so set your cables in, figure out where it's going, then you can organize your cables with these little clips and make it nice and tidy. I would have been able to use this 2 months ago because I did build a computer for another content creator, and the power supply was an SFX. We put in a larger case that was a micro ATX, and I literally needed these cables. I needed like 3 extension cables, and it's nice to have a kit that contains everything in one place, and these are reasonable quality. This is Eric of Spark E Tech. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a most wonderful day. And yes, I have another channel called Spark E Studio. That's the name I normally go by for my channel, but this is the tech channel, and the studio channel is audio video equipment.